Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is G. Cole, and welcome to Homegrown, where I get to share with you some good music while talking to some great people. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do, so we can keep you updated when new material is available. We will be posting new episodes bi-weekly. Also, check out the website Homegrown with G. Cole to listen and for all things homegrown. We're also very, very interactive. Please follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook at MyGCole.
It's a big tune, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go get it if you ain't got it.
Remember the days.
Turn up the weed.
I used to throw a man in a jeep and lock you up down a halfway tree. You can't go my street. Through the weed, stand at home. Everything we got, them want to take it. And everything we have, them want to own it. Same marijuana, you know it.
Yeah, man, it's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. The song is called Turn Up the Weed. Make sure you go ahead and get that one. Hello, world. Hope you're feeling as good as I am. I want to big up all my homegrown listeners out there. Welcome all the new listeners. And please, if you haven't yet subscribed to the podcast, please do, so we can keep you updated when new material is posted. We do post new episodes bi-weekly. Want to thank everybody who has been listening and sharing. Just leave us a comment. We're good to go, all right? Again, the podcast is available on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever it is that you listen to your podcast. We are here. I'm sitting here right about now with the bad boys of reggae music. We're going to get into a little conversation, and we got some stuff coming up. Generally speaking, I don't let on the songs that I'm going to play because I'm a fan and that's my entertainment. It allows me to get into it. But I'm going to drop something right now that's near and dear and special to my heart, and I'll tell you why in a second. This one is called Black Roses, all right? Keep it moving, keep it grooving. It is Homegrown. One of my favorite inner circle joints. I don't know where you're gonna find it, but I got it. Come on, Winwood Yard if you want to hear it.
Whatever happened to my garden of black roses? Oh, nurturing years of so long. When I was a boy, I planted a garden that means so much to me. One of reality.
Hawaii's locked in right now. Big up, thank you so much.
Garden of
My UK massive, I appreciate you.
like this.
Toronto, Canada, bless up yourself. I appreciate you guys.
One of a kind quality, yeah. A prayer for you and me. Whoa. Whatever happened to my garden of black roses?
Yeah, man, the song is called Black Roses, and it's a big tune. It's a big tune. Let me open up some microphones. Toto, you stay. Let me get our levels right there.
Oh, good.
Couldn't be good. If it's a word, I'll come up a little bit closer. Yeah, no, you stay.
Cool.
Trust me, I feel you. No, I'm gonna get straight into it. In 1994, my father bought me a boombox, right? And 3 CDs. I got 3 CDs with it. One of those CDs was the album Bad Boys, right? And then the other one was, got it right here, Reggae Dancer. Some classics where some people look for and can't find, but like I said, I got them. Last time I met up with you gentlemen was at the Culture Room. We did a show together at the Culture Room. My band opened for you guys, and I was able to get this one signed by all of you guys. But the thing is, I couldn't find the other one, but I had to dig it up, make sure I have it. Today we have Mr. Ian Lewis with us, and we have Mr. Tota Harvey with us, which we are here at Inner Circle Studio, a Circle House in Miami. We're going to be talking legacy. We're going to be talking music. I'm going to talk about this show that's coming up right now. Question for you guys, first of all. We just celebrated 50 years in the music, right? 50 years. Some people can't stay married for 50 weeks, you know, but we're talking 50 years of music. When you look back at 50 years, does it seem that long, or does it seem like a flash in the pan like that was just yesterday? And either can take that one there.
I don't know. You know, them say time fly when you're having fun, you know. And I mean, as I say, when we started out, you know, I mean, I don't know how much people was, you know, is our age group right now, but when we started out in Jamaica, basically, you know, most of the bands was like Byron Lee, the Mighty Vikings, Kestin and the Souvenirs. It was mostly bands that emulated the big bands of America, you know. Carlos Malcolm and the African Jamaica Rhythms, Tommy McCook and the Supersonics.
Not only that, but none of them really look like we. You know?
I get what you mean.
Yeah, but you must remember, and a lot of times I tell people this and them don't really get it, you know. Scatterlights was the first band in Jamaica to play original. They play their own music, you know.
Right.
And people come and dance to their music. Everything was dancing, you know.
Yeah.
Because remember, you know, when ska was around, you know, it's not like even now, because sometimes you go to a party in Jamaica or is that a show, everybody stand up and watch, and them want you do like a pantomime or draw something and then them rap. But those days, from people coming in, it's dancing right through. You have the legs man, them, you have the man, music at 150 BPM, everybody a jump up in the air, and it's merriment. People enjoy themselves.
Happy times.
Yeah.
So basically that's what we was confronted with as young people. So we saw that, we'll try something a little different. I mean, we did start out like that because a lot of people who don't know it, but we're just giving them some information. Inner circle and third world is almost like one, because most of the man in third world was in inner circle.
The original third world.
You guys are the mothership, and you realize that, right?
So basically, Cat used to live up in Charlemont Avenue, which is in Matilda's kind of the Jamaican people who know Jamaica. And then Jamaica College is on Hope Road. So, you know, me and my brother Roger went to Jamaica College. So Michael Ibu Cooper was, you know, at Jamaica College too. So it's like, you know, it wasn't intentional, but it happened, and you saw everybody buck up, and you know what I mean? Everybody mutually had their, you know, musical stalwarts that them like. Some people love the Beatles, really love Temptation, some people love R&B, some people love... So I must bless Jamaica with one thing back in those days. The wide array of musical appreciation. You understand? We listen to everything from the Beatles, Elvis Presley, Boogie Woogie, country. I mean, Sunday, I don't know if those people can remember when, you know, Mommy cooked the ackee and saltfish and rice and peas, and some Jim Reeves are playing some Skeeter Davis, and Sunday, that was what Jamaica's. Anyway, you hear the radio.
Not only that, but the mall also had a program called Indian Talent and Parade. So
Indian Talent and Parade?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that? Talk to me.
Well, you know, the
Indian music from
Indian
India.
music.
Oh, okay. I got you. We had that much of an influence from...
Man.
Wow.
Jamaica, that's how, I remember. And the great thing about it, it was all on 2 radio stations, RGR and JBC.
Yeah.
It's not like now you have 1 million radio stations. We had 2 radio stations. So JBC was kind of program more like the BBC.
Yeah.
And RGR was a little different because you had docs like Dan Tapping and them, and it was really emulating more American kind of ways of this jack, you know. Sound of soul, Dan Tapping, sucking and rocking, and I go on with them thing. But, you know, our radio now, you have man like Barry G, you have man like E.T.
Well, you had a man coming. E.T. was there, but then you had Dread at the control.
Yeah, man. Mikey Dread, big up.
Wake up the thing, you know?
Mikey Dread, if for those who, as I say, a little more information, after 11, 12 o'clock in Jamaica, radio was dead. Because nobody would buy commercials. They call themselves, everybody not listen.
Everybody got to bed.
So Mikey Dread say, all right, what am I do to them, you know? Me I put some, like me in a dance.
Yeah.
And him start use the sound effects and the thing, and start play some wicked music.
On the radio.
Yeah, man. On the radio. So it turn up. The radio start turn up because in a given Saturday night, because we live up on the hills them, and sound transfer And from down the bottom of the hill to the top of the hill, you hear the thing
Every man of them radio.
yeah, man. Dong, 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 chak, 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 dong, 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 dong. So, it's one thing I have to give Jamaica. You see, vibes.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a thing, my brethren. Vibes change so much things and bring so much joy. You know what I mean? 'Cause as we say, when you look back, you know, as the man said in Jamaica town, when you build back and you look, it's just memories of good things and good people. You understand? I don't really know where all them little mad vibes reach our little island and all the killy things start, all kind of thing. We go anywhere. We used to go anywhere. Take bus, walk, foot.
Comfortable.
You know mean nothing.
Those days you walk miles, man. You walk miles and don't even realize how far you walk.
Wow.
You know?
Wow. But the thing is, and I love talking to the legends too, because I think sometimes we need to bridge that gap. A lot of times, you guys are legends and people see and know in a circle. And that's why I love sitting down and have these conversations, because I need to bring the people in. You guys can paint the picture for them, because what they seen right now, I got my daughter with me and she can't tell her it's a fair thing to turn up blood. But to me, it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you see, listen to me. It's one thing to follow, you know, but it's one thing to originate.
Yeah.
Remember, that's what we did. Remember, you know, we did borrow from American R&B.
Right.
Because that's where ska come from. Them kind of a thing named 12 measure boogie. And we end up on the mathematics of the music is the 2 and the 4. That's how come.
Instead of the 1 and the 3.
Right.
The Americans play the 1 and the 3.
We
play
did the 2 and the 4.
2 and the 4.
But we'll start at when them say BPM, you know what I mean, beats per minute. We was at about 130, 140 with the ska, which was from the the Louis Jordan and the boogie and all those things.
Yeah.
So basically, Derek Morgan and all those men, Jimmy Cliff, all the men who came from that era and created the ska music, and the in trim of it was borrowing from the American R&B.
So, virtue. So, also, 1 second. Also, we had a lot of African influence in it too, because the point is that when we talk about ska, we have to talk about Caribbean music in general.
Right.
And the closest thing to the African music in the Caribbean today is really the compa and the soca.
And the soca music, yeah.
Right, that's still the closest to the African. And reggae is still very African in the way. But as Ian said, we did borrow from the R&B
stuff.
You know.
And I think that's what makes, because I was having a conversation with somebody the other day when it comes to compa, when it comes to soca and stuff like that. All viable music, all nice vibes. But I do feel like, and who knows if it's attributed to the influences of R&B and stuff like that, reggae always have a more commercial viability. You will hear people listen to soca at a high volume. I very rarely hear somebody listen to soca and have headphones like this as they will with reggae.
Well, what come back down to is, I think Ian was about to make that point, is that being at 140 BPM, which right now, like some of the dance music today still operates in that range right there. But we slowed it down a bit.
Right.
When we got independence in 1962, you know, things were still happy. We were still in the scale. But by about 64, 65, things never looked that happy.
The climate changed.
Of course, the music changed to reflect that.
Yeah.
So the music slowed down. People start getting a little bit more introspective and say, wait, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know?
The message is now in the music.
See, now the message start coming, because we realize that getting independence is one thing, but where do we go from here? How do we solve these issues that are now coming at us that we have to take care of for ourselves?
Right. Which, funny enough, is 2018. We haven't figured it out yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a situation where sometimes I have conversations and I say, you know what, independence is pretty relative, and I'm wondering if we gain independence from them or them gain independence from we. I think it's the latter.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean?
In essence, you know, what does independence mean? It's really self, you know.
Self-reliance.
Yes. Right. So, in essence, if your daughter was to say, all right now, Pops, may I make a move, you know, your concern is going to be where she going to put her head and who she going to put her head beside.
Right.
So deciding how long our future going to be with the said person.
Right.
So when the so-called masters of our land gave us the keys to the house, him never really care where we lie down. It's just a matter of we became a stress now.
Right.
So being a stress now, it's time to relieve them
Right.
self of it and then use our assets to enrich themselves. And that is what came about of us being independent, because Jamaica is an independent country without a constitution. Most of the laws and everything is emulated from our master.
Right, the British rule.
Yeah, because our name, man named Louis, man named Goddard, man named this. It in fact, and if you correct me or wrong, and if you have people, as they say, all over around listening, in Jamaica, the nickname that a man give you stick stronger than the name where you have.
That
You
is
understand?
That is
Because
true.
most of the man them you know them by them nickname.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it more relevant to the human himself. When you see me say, Tail, a man say, Professor, where you going with? You know what I mean? Him look like man. So it stay with you.
Yeah.
But my basic point is a simple point, man. We as Jamaicans have to be conscious of the fact of who we are. You understand?
Absolutely.
And our photograph read that we kind of different. We inventive. We our attributes, behold us in the things that, Marcus Garvey, one of the greatest human beings born, apart from Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, people,
Yeah.
because a king must have humanity and humility. That is some of the greatest things a king can possess.
Right.
And transferring knowledge to your people is a hell of a thing.
No.
And I think Marcus Garvey revolutionized the world in terms of black people thinking. And, every time you mention black people get jumped because them things there's some prejudice thing you bring down the line. But self-reliance and understand yourself is extremely important.
That's key.
You understand me?
Why Marcus Garvey preaches so much.
Of course, that's why the consciousness of reggae music is so important, that it has survived for so long, influencing the police, influencing the Clash, influencing so much people, but Miles Davis, influencing Paul Simon.
And you just call the names, but to me, it influenced the world.
Yep.
Because when you look nowadays, if you go to Australia and Inner Circle has traveled around the globe, wherever we go, there's always some reggae band. And I don't mean Jamaicans playing the music.
Right. The influence is evident across.
Yeah, there's
I've
people
never been to
there-
a country in the world and not seen where there's a knockoff jerk chicken, a knockoff of the Bob T, some influence of Jamaica, the small island over there in the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But our
It's amazing.
subculture of Rastafari, that was born and incubated in Jamaica. Anywhere you go in the world, you see red, green, and gold. And red, green, and gold was synonymous with the Ethiopian flag, the Ghana flag. But basically, Rastafari is like, you got Cheng, is Jah. If it's Cheng, it's Rastafari. Right. So it surrounded us and influenced us and kept us on a guideline. But, religion is something that, every time you get in an argument with somebody about this and that. But as I say, it boils right down to your conscience. What is in your heart? What is reflected in your conscience, in your thinking. And when you listen the social content of what reggae music put out, you understand me? Everybody wants solidarity. Everybody wants to read the paper on Sunday. What we need, solidarity.
I love it.
What we're looking for.
Yeah.
Understand me? So, those is the things that staple, as I always say when I talk to people. In my years, one thing stick in my mind, and it was this year when we was on tour, and we went to some places where I only see and hear about in geography, to know that people in those places really know our music and know who we was.
Right.
And really turn out to come and see we was mind-blowing.
Wow.
And we was in Bosnia. Bosnia place where we only sip on TV and all what was happening there. And me myself was a little paranoid. I said, what we're going? I said, no.
Yeah.
And when the show was over, and I was backstage, a man said, boy, a lady want to talk to me. So I said, what is now? And they said, lady, may I expect, like, a lady.
Yeah.
I see this, them wheels, all a lady in a wheelchair. And woman have on a red, green, and gold marina and a shirt over the marina.
Wow.
And I said, why? She must go Jamaica and thing. And you know what the lady said to me? The lady said, can I hold you? And I said, yeah, man, no problem. The lady said, I want to die in Jamaica.
Wow.
Because your music and your sound and your vibration has kept me alive in my country for my how much years I'm alive.
Halfway across the world.
You understand? And I look in the woman's eye and the tears start coming out her eyes and the tears coming out. The woman said, there is a land far, far away where there's no night, there's only day. Look into the book of life and you will see that he rules us all. Wow. And I look at the woman and I say, oh, wow, look on that. When Bernard strung him like a guitar and make that tune, he never imagined that it was going to somebody's soul.
Influence somebody so far away.
And that is what we're lacking with the music. We're lacking the soul.
Right.
The soul is like a subtitle thing on the top of not fight no dancehall thing. Everything is, every young people have a genre them growing up. But as I said, if you eat from the table and the food on the table, at least put something in the food.
Right,
Don't just throw the food on the fire and cook it. So put something in the food that when a man eat him say, blow, what is
that's the one thing that I have to be thankful for with the new crop of artists that's coming out of Jamaica now. When I said new crop, speaking about people like Protege, Chronix, Janine, Kabaka,
Jesse Ryle.
Yeah, at least they are coming with some very, it's not like them couldn't take it dancehall and go that way, but them come with some very conscious music, that can touch people. And that's why you notice that they are getting ahead of others.
You can't always touch the surface, The surface is easy, because you can go for shock value. You can go for outrageousness. All that is fine. You understand? Nobody knocking none of them things there. But I say, after you give me the rah-rah and the ray-ray, give me a tune, man.
Yeah.
Give me something where I can bite and say, whoa.
Balance.
Go on again, my virgin. Big tune. You understand? Because I know the free, because we have do it for so long. I know the free. And I know you over get the forward. Just do the foolishness and the pantomime. Fine. You will get the forward. But after that breakdown, just give me a tune. Give me one thing for just sprinkle on top of the food. Just say yes.
Some seasoning.
Yeah, give me something. You understand? That's all me really
Especially
ask.
once you've got the attention with whatever you're putting out there. And I'm so glad you brought up like artists like those, because the style is fresh, modern. It's the way right about now. But they've managed to slide the message in there, which is what a lot of people are missing right now. Sometimes.
Definitely.
Modern day Judas.
Remember
Spreaders of rumors.
Remember what Bob Marley said,
Yeah.
Bob Marley said, we're belly full, but we're hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not talking about food,
Yeah. That's spiritual food. That's soul. You know what? And I can't. I had a conversation with as you mentioned, you guys are the mothership, because Third World is pretty much the right hand off Inner Circle. I had a conversation with Richie from Third World. Nice lengthy one on the podcast. And when it was done, somebody reached out to me and said, "You never asked them how they got the name." So if I got a funny feeling this guy's in the chat room right now, and if I get out of here and I ask you, how did you guys come up with the name Inner Circle?
I have to ask you,
Inner Circle. Well, it's a funny thing, because if you look on it from this perspective, every man who start playing music in Jamaica, as far as a band go, you start as a backing band. So basically, we used to back up artists, because somebody have a show. Clancy Eccles, God rest him soul, used to have Christmas morning show, and we'd have back 10, 15 artists, John Holt, every man who was there for back up, Almighty Diamonds, we back everybody. So we was doing a show one time, Roy Shirley, I don't know if you know Roy Shirley, for those who know Roy Shirley. Roy said to us, well, I need you all to back me up, Roy talk. So I said, well, Roy, Yeah, man, that's good, but we don't really have no name in a row. I say, I'll name you all the Memphis Underground. So I say, right, Memphis Underground. So we'd have a virgin who used to just come on with you all the while, and, and we're going on, and him say something named the Outer Limits. And him say, nah, man, Outer Limits, inner circle, man. So we couldn't do nothing better. We just say, well, right, inner circle name, So we just, and it just really stick, because we never really change it. Right. You know what I mean? We just say, all right, we are right with it. And I mean, originally when we got you and we started out, we used to play in a place near Matilda's Corner named the Tunnel Club. We'd have a club named Dizzy Cross the Street, which was a disco where them play record in there. And then a club named Tunnel, where a brother named Richard Chance will have a disco named Rights of Spring. And him go upstairs, Mimi Restaurant. So him say him really want a band for really play on the weekend. But weekend is the biggest crowd. Right. And sometimes Jamaica people don't really like band music for playing the club. If it's like a bar club where the club really cater to that, but this is like a disco bar club where everybody come dress up and they want to hear the original music. But we used to sit down and learn the tune them and swat the tune them now. It's a different style. So it started from that. And then doing that band thing now, what it give you is a more wider range, because you play Barrow,
Everybody's song.
You play everybody tune. So it give you, musically it kind of teach you more, because being self-taught, you not say sit in front of scale book or this and that. Everything come off of the radio, you try to play it like the record. So if it's good musician, like say a Stevie Wonder tune, everybody hear Master Blaster. But tell them take out the guitar and try play that tune there. Just to lick them. That's so you're trying to emulate a master musician. Yeah. So even if you go 30%, it's 30% you never have before. Yeah, you understand? Yeah. So those are the things that, as them say, apprentice. Sometime in the music business now, you don't have no apprenticeship. Right. You just go from, like the brother make the tune, so nobody can cross it. Now, here's a man make a hit tune, and he never go in our studio.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. Our thing is apprenticeship, because when we first go in the studio, you kind of have an idea, because you play and then a man play back yourself inside and say, right, I so it go. So if you put too much pressure upon the string, it's going to come up too loud. Right. So you have to try practice for playback easy. Then you have to listen to the drummer and lock with the drummer. Then you have to lock with the piano man. Then you have to lock with the guitar man. So it takes you a while to understand how it go. Yeah. And for the day you have 7 artists coming, and each artist come with a different vibe. So you now have to become that artist that coming there to sing, because you have to catch him vibe in it, because you can't just play different from him vibe. That's how it comes. Right. You hear some of them original rhythm that live for so long, answer, you know what I mean?
I want to give you an example, a prime example of Inner Circle creating a rhythm around the artist is Cherry O Baby.
Right.
Cherry O Baby, from what I understand, Eric Donaldson came in and he's trying to play check it, but he couldn't play that from what I heard at that time. So he was playing, every time he plays and tries to change, go cheng, right, which come up with, that's how the riff came up for.
So that's something like accidentally came about.
Right, so that's Ian was there for that session. He can tell you more about it. I wasn't there in those days when.
Let me tell you something. What I want the people to understand about reggae music, it's not no rocket science. It's not no planting, but is the vibe of the individuals that plant themselves in the reggae music and live and breathe it. That is what keep it alive. Right. You understand me? So now when we come down the line now and we trying to do like hip hop with a reggae vibe or this with that, remember, as I said, you check it out. Jay-Z come and him do the tune where him do with Junior Gang. Gangster can't live in tenement yard. That's tenement yard, that's our tune.
Right.
That's a 30-year-old tune.
Right.
So him take that and him use piece of Sister Nancy, which Sister Nancy still come off Starlock 17. Because if you say to a man, say, you know Starlock 17, he must say, what that? But it's the same tum-tum, ba-tum-ba-tum-tum, tum-tum, Anthony Reyes Rose. Tempo,
piece of
my
toots.
God. You understand me?
Yeah.
A piece of toots.
So
Yes.
you look how long these things live. And the thing about it, and the great thing about these kind of riffs that created, you can put anything on it.
Yeah.
You can sing any tune on it. So I'm just showing you the originality
Yeah.
and creativity span time. That's why those things span time. So every time that the so-called Frey come about with new song, them always have to go back and bite a piece of something from the old and turn it new. Because the creation of that was so solid. As them say, a tree stand up by its roots. You understand me? Down the branches always the leaf fall off.
Well, one of the things I'd like to say again, and I'm not going off on a tangent here, but since we are talking about music, you know, the biggest selling music nowadays is dance music. And a lot of people would not realize the influence that people like King Tubby's
Yes.
have had on EDM
Right.
music. You know, because coming from dub, which was the flip side of our reggae music, you know, Tubby's created a lot of effects that people never heard before. You know,
Big up King Tubby's.
and these dance music mixers nowadays are using those same effects
Right. Years later.
many years later. Tubby's been gone how long?
Wow.
You know, and they're still using these effects nowadays that he created.
Them call it EDM,
Right.
electronic dance music. But it should name so. It should name electronic dub music. It's not dance. Because 360-second milli delay and all those things. It's Tubby's create those things. When he used to take a tape recorder and run it at 7.5 across the piano, chang, 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 chicka chok, and them thing there, and drop reverb and kick
And
drum and
using the oscillator
Yeah.
and sweeping the oscillator. You know what I mean? Like what they're doing now, if you hear every dance music, well, it's become so common now that everybody has these transition. Tubby's
Right.
was doing that long time ago.
With none of the technology.
With none of the technology.
Almania.
Ladies and gentlemen,
all
I'm getting some enlightenment here, and I know you guys are too. As you talk about dance music, I got memories and history dancing up to some inner circle joints. So I'm gonna drop a tune for the masses right about now, and we'll come back and get into that a little bit more. Ladies and gentlemen, check this one out. It is Games People Play.
Na 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 na. Talk about you and me, yeah, and the games people play. Oh, the games people play now, every night and every day now.
You want to make sure you go ahead and get the music.
They say yeah, never say what they mean.
One of the classics, one of the great ones, one of the hits.
Find away your hours in your concrete towers. Soon you'll be covered up in flowers in the back of a black limousine.
That one's just a little piece of the song Games People Play. Again, if you don't have the music, make sure you go ahead and get it. We're talking to Inner Circle. We're talking legends. We're talking classics. We're talking history right about now. And, of course, I'm getting enlightened, getting schooled on the music right here. Something that I really love and something I love to share with you guys. So at the end of the convo, both you and I will be a lot more educated. Now, when it comes to bands and stuff like that, we always have in the back of our minds the tour coming up in Jamaica. Oh, I want to tour the world. You know, when we say the world, we're talking about our Africas, we're talking about our Europes, our UKs, and of course the US. There's this little thing. I grew up in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. My mom worked in the hotel, so I saw bands come through. There was this little thing called the hotel circuit. All right. Back then, I thought Third World come through. I never saw Inner Circle come through. I saw Third World. I saw the likes of like Dean Fraser, you know, Richie Stevens, people like that. Did you guys do that hotel circuit in Jamaica also coming up?
Well, I wouldn't say we did the hotel circuit, but you know, we did. So at the time when I came with Inner Circle in the 70s, there was a reggae series in Ocho Rios, actually. what is it? Boscobel.
Boscobel?
Up in Boscobel.
St. Mary?
A club called The Roots.
Nice, right?
Yeah, a club called The Roots that every week they would put on live reggae music and they'd actually go for artists, Jamaican artists.
Right.
And I thought it was very successful, you know, and we did that.
Right.
So,
Let me show you something. One of the big myths that Jamaica, so-called tourism, lives by is that they believe that when the foreigners come to Jamaica, they want to see a Jamaican cabaret artist.
Right.
Or a Jamaican artist emulating American things. The tourists don't want to see that. They want something Jamaican presenting to them in a way that's palatable. It's just same like the food. Them can't take the pepper like we. So you give them the food, lightly peppered, but with the Jamaican
Still our
flair
thing.
and the flavor. And that's where they make the biggest mistake, by trying to get these Jamaican so-called cabaret singers and like Frank Sinatra. People them don't want to hear that.
as a matter of fact, recently I saw something online with that, and it's really despicable in a way, the way even the Jamaican, the people in the tourist industry handle the Jamaican entertainers. Because I hear, I don't know how true this is, but I hear that they are bringing in more and more foreigners.
Heard
to
that too.
entertain. No, you're going to Jamaica. I know if I go somewhere, I want to go and see the local fair and see what's going on. In all my travels wherever around the world, I go and try and go where the local people go.
Right.
And see.
Experience the local
fair.
culture.
Yeah, at least I get an experience. So why would you want to bring foreigners to entertain in Jamaica?
Right.
I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, the point is, if Mr. Chin wants to, he's going to bring his Chinese people. I go where Chinese are.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. You know, he comes to Jamaica and wants
some Jamaican stuff.
So the Jamaican Tourist Board need to at least, you know, get their act together.
They need to understand. They need to get somebody who is more learned of what it is. All right, look at a country like Thailand.
Yeah.
If you go down to Dubai and one of them places in there and you see them have a band playing in there from Thailand, those people sound like their job is to copy the foreign artists that they want them to hear. Because remember, you know, before the imprint of music was in there, it was the indigenous people of the country playing outside or using their kind of instrument and those things. But with the modern age of people traveling and crossing with the internet and whatever, now younger people who is coming up now is stepping past the culture to mix it. Because look at Punjabi music, it's a mix of dance music. African, know them have something named Afrobeat. So the African, when we go to Uganda, I said to the man, say, yo, what going on, my youth? The man have on Converse, him I turn back ways. him done with the African thing. The man
Pop culture take him over.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So now you have African youth them doing dancehall and singing some different. Remember, you know, our reggae influence, you know. You look at it, the police, all these guys, listen, because England, it was closer, because you live in row houses in England, and right beside a big Englishman is a roots Jamaican man. So, you know, say when him turn up in music, he might play some studio one and I need a fat girl, and man, I hear that. So when the son growing up subliminally,
that
the son
influence is there.
Not only so, but rice and peas must cook.
You understand?
Exactly. So that's how the culture gets shared with masses.
Exactly. So when him write him tune, we him say, oh baby, oh him start, oh baby. You know, him start write it with the rock because him start feel, him remember the days when Mr. Oh Mr. Sam, I remember Mr. Sam. He used to be already cooking all that food every day. You know what I mean? Say, oh, the blow, do you? And them start take it up the same way like how you talk. And I say, where you come? You want to go to Japan?
Yeah.
You want to go to Juggling City in Japan? And I say, yo, my youth, you ever go to Jamaica yet?
No.
Never.
Internet. And the man say, yeah.
Wow.
No, you chat about it now. I say, wait, what going on so? You understand? Now here's a man 1 million miles away and he want to be more Jamaican than me.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
He might tell me, say, Man, you know roots enough, man. You know roots enough, man. I'm saying,
Yeah,
you ever
man, yeah.
hungry? I say, you ever hungry, my youth? You know what it's for hungry?
Yeah.
You know what it's for hungry and walk around and two man and say, yo, hey, youth, come here. You know? You ever live in the ghetto? You tell me, I say,
All right, but
cool
I want to tell you,
man.
I want to go up on a more on a musical point again, G. You see, now, Ocherius is a place I'm used to rest one time. Because straight out of high school, I kind of rest and watch and play in a couple of them places. The Ruins,
Yeah.
you know, Towile back in the day, and certain things. Now, walking on the beach, Mallard's Beach, Ocherius there, you know, you see the man with the rumba box and the box guitar and banjo, and you know, it was a pleasure to really hear that and
Yeah.
go up and listen to that. Now, talking about our little country, you know, I really think that, yes, we have to move along with technology and everything, but we cannot throw away
Yeah.
the basis. We cannot throw away our roots.
You don't have to abandon to grow.
Right. To
Yeah.
grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the foundation was set already. It's just like if we never set a foundation right now that we could stand on, would we be here today?
No.
I mean, 30 or 40 years later. Just
Yeah,
look
but
up,
you have to understand
you
the
know?
strategy. What technology mean? Technology mean take away.
Take away the knowledge.
Technology, that's what it is. So you discard what is there
Right.
for what's supposed to be better.
Yeah.
So what you tell me, say, 100 years ago when people live, them will have big surgery. Doctor, people use bush and tea and thing and cure many ailments.
Yeah.
And a lot of the ailment that is here today is man caused because of all the processed food and the thing that them give you. So with the music come back to the same thing. The
Music is life.
the sounds that is emulated from native instruments and different things give you a certain kind of vibes. You understand me? Them have certain skills like Middle East and Pentala man. That's what Jamaica people love, you know. That arms with that minor scale sound they saw. And you hear the drum them. It brings something out of your body. But you see, my thing is that because young people never exposed to it,
Right.
them don't understand it. Them just understand the little surface where them a get. Like them just scratching the surface right now.
Right.
And them don't expand because it take time to grow. It take time to grow. And what I have found out in my years, many years in this thing, it take time to get an understanding. You know what I mean? And when you get to understand, when you say to yourself, damn, I saw the thing work.
Yeah.
The last year we go up in the hills of Mesopotamia and some place we even know the name.
Macedonia.
I see people are ride horse and donkey and sheep. And I see the man say, where you carry them place here for? And when we turn down in the valley and see 4,000 or 5,000 people away from me, I say, is what is? Where them know we from?
Right.
Where them know, what the hell this is? We go to Greece on the island. And the people them welcome we in them
Still wanna hear
Airbnb
that
and we
music.
just sit down. You understand? And people are coming and cook food for you and sit down. And I say, I tell this
Look
what
how
is.
far this music has gone.
So what is? So you can imagine what Bob got through. If we are go on a little scale and here's Bob in Rome with 30, 40,000 people. And people are bring them baby unto this little Rasta man and say, boy, can you bless my baby?
Wow.
That's why when you do those things, you cause problem because people say, wait, this is power.
Right.
This is power because when the words them lick people, when the words them lick and you think about it and say, wait, and who them little man here come with that little sound? Who these little people? You
And
understand?
it's amazing. You mentioned power. You mentioned in not so many words, but innovation and just being innovative. Your first album that you guys dropped, according to the research, was on Top Ranking, which was your label.
Yeah, man. Wait.
Now, the reason I ask about that is this. We're talking about 2018 right now. People are scrambled to get the stuff together and say, yo, we're being innovative, we're doing our thing. But you've been doing this independently, in a circle way, Top Ranking from 19... How long?
Listen, you have to understand one thing. In Jamaica, when we had a record industry, not a record business, we had a record industry. You had KGs, you had Randy's, you had GGs, you had record shops where you could press 1,000, 2,000 Herman shop in half a tree, and you could drop off a record and collect a revenue.
Right.
You had all these little producers who was making money.
Not only that, but you talk about Jamaica. There was actually industry
That's what I said.
that spread throughout the Caribbean. You know what I mean? Because you could sell 100,000 records in Jamaica in those days.
Right.
Bob Marley did it with Natty Jet.
And the word is industry. I like that word because
That's what it was.
Because it never just took care of the artist either.
Okay.
If
I
you
call
map
a
it
name,
out.
right. Let's call a name.
Yeah.
Yabby You. Who know Yabby You? If you have people that listen right now, if 100 man, 10 man know Yabby You.
Mr. Jackson.
Call
Mr.
it and say them know Yabby You.
Vivian Jackson.
Yabby You used to ride a big head 50. All man who know what a big head 50 is. First he must walk in with a walking stick. And he must ride a big head 50 till Yabby buy a car, till Yabby could have buy a house. Yabby produce him, put him box a record on him bike back and sell that 45 press. Whereas when you used to drop the white label copy, pre-release, that sell for more because you let it go before. And then the B-side now, that's how dub coming up. Because you never want to waste the tune, so you mix the dub version and you put it on the B-side. You understand me? And those things, the innovation that we created by 90 The Observer, you know what I mean? With Dennis Brown, someone must say, listen, I want to text me.
Is that man? So they are monetized.
So that's how the thing turn up.
Yeah.
So those days now, you have Sly and Robbie, you have the upsetters. You have one man to play for Scratch, one man to play for Bunny Lee. And a man just name them the upsetter because so like you come for upset my thing. You understand? You have Ox Brown and then you have Ranchy and them man they down at Channel 1. So you had different sides of musician who was making rhythms, who literally was the producers. You have to give them credit. Earl China Smith. These men were the producers. They wasn't the reducer. Because the man with the money, we call him a reducer.
Yeah.
But these musicians was the producers who made the records. A lot of people don't say in a circle play Cherry or Baby Rhythm.
Right.
But how that came about? You call Michael Cooper and you ask him. When Eric Danson came to the big rehearsal at Sombrero Club, I can tell you what the man had a yellow ruffle shirt. And him come him like a bass guitar with 3 string. So he couldn't, in guitar playing them called box the cards. So when you box your cards, he must trying to play check. But should it only have 3 string, him got check. A man say, hold on man, don't play no more. Rev this thing down.
Yeah.
Check. A man say, I hit this tune, I hit, it'll kill festival.
Yeah.
And everywhere we went with the man, as we start that, hey, the place mashed down. So I just show you how much riffs make reggae music. And if you listen all the bass line them that stick out, Barrington Levy, Dennis Brown, the back Revolution, pan it. Dum, pidum, dum, stidum. Those things, that is what is lacking in the thing, that innovation where the musician used to create. And that is the environment is not there for it because a man
what happened is that I think, as Ian said before, technology has taken away that vibe because before you had 4 or 5 people in a room
collectively making it happen.
You know,
no, it's a one-man
no,
man
it's
and
one
laptop.
guy sitting with one. So, most of the time, you know, what I mean, it's not like he's even using.
But you make a beat and then you write the lyrics. So you fit in melody and lyrics on top of a created rhythm.
Right.
Before the artist come with it. When him come with what him have. Carl Dawkins, let me tell you truthfully about this. Him come.
And
Organic creation of music.
As a person who worked with that vibe and being a session musician in those days, you rely a lot on the singer too, because whatever the singer come with, if the singer come with a vibe and it's not working, you know immediately. You say, "Boy, try something again. Come again."
Yeah, because he might just be singing and playing off his and him come with the short bar them. Maybe him verse is 6 bar, then him hook is 7.5. You understand me? So music is mathematics. You have to even up the thing them so it feel right down the line. And to big up another man, you know, is Mr. Cox's dad.
Big up.
Remember, his music is near 70 years old, you know. Heptones on top.
Still very
Heptones on
relevant
dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, dum. Them
Still
chicken
going.
boot moving
Still
away. But any party you go, and I want a man do this. When the party I get hot, you put on Bounty, Beanie, every one of them, Cartel, and everybody Ray. And right after that, you turn on some studio one
Yeah.
and watch how the place.
Madness.
Mad, right? That's because those tunes, you can't beat that. I remember, you know, Mr. That thing was no big technological thing, you know. It's just a man know what sound, what him, and the musicians were excellent.
Yeah.
Funny thing about that, did you know that those guys started out making music to play on their sound system?
Really?
Only them sound system.
That was what it was all about.
Right. Just for them system.
Just for their system. That's what Coxon started making music to play, to have fresh music to play on his
Sarah
sound
Coxon,
system.
and then
so
Duke
did
Reed have
Duke
him.
Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when them have a big dance, everybody key up. Boy, Mr. Dad, I go play some no tune, you know.
explosives. Yeah,
And the
yeah,
man
yeah,
say,
yeah,
hot
yeah.
off the press. Now hear the one, yeah. And the man lick it, Jerry. And people are going mad. You see, so everything was created up with the music. That's why the artists, them, look at artists like Delroy Wilson.
Yeah.
I want to listen Delano Stewart. Man, listen them artists there and
Call
listen.
some names right now, boy.
Yeah, man. Conversation. All I need from you. Them tune they can't die because the music or it is created. But you can go back from Flower Gang, the DJ, till them just go by and a man gone by. Some live, some die. In the terms of the music. You understand me?
Yeah.
You have a man like Super Cat where him have a vibes in him. When Super come, them man they live the sound, them what they were, like what Uri was. He was a selector, dancehall. But to me, a dancehall is the place where the dance keep.
Right,
You have
right.
Forester's
Ain't no genre.
Lawn. I mean, that was a little before me. But when you have a lawn and the sound system come, like me sip on the internet, a man buy Tubby's original box. Wow. And the man said, you see this, mate? Not even my children come near this. I treasure this. Because to him, this is innovation and it's highest.
Yeah.
But we as Jamaica, we say, oh, sound box, man. And when they put the steel on up in the roof and tight up in the treetop, and about 6:30 a.m., stomp and up. And about 8:45, going 10 o'clock when you hear him when the KT tube warm up.
Yeah.
And you hear, Lord,
You see, one second.
joke,
You see
man.
that point that Ian just made? It's really something that we need to think about, you know, because these sound systems that were created, again, think about it. It's not like back in the day, Tubbies had a lot of cash you can go and go buy these amplifiers.
Right.
Macintosh
He had
and
Bring
all
them.
the
He had to make it.
Yeah.
And build it.
Yep.
You had to make it.
Yeah,
you had
man.
to
You have to
wind
build your thing.
and wind his transformer and
Yeah,
everything.
man. I set him,
You know?
set
And
him
do all
plate,
these things.
set him
So-
tube, and know how far to put it, how much capacity resist. That man a genius.
Yeah.
It shows you
That's
that
where
we
we're
had the
coming from.
capability to build on these things.
Right.
We had the brain to do these things.
Right.
But unfortunately, nobody picked up on it and ran with it after that.
Right. Ladies and
Because
gentlemen, you hear
The
this?
transfer of the knowledge. Tubbies, a man kill Tubbies, a man shoot Tubbies, all know nobody know why. You understand? Because remember, you know, when a sound system come, never come with a linery, you know. Sound system come with them original box and them record, when it's a record box, pack up, you know. And that DJ have to mix that manually, you know, and put it on the headphone and selector, you know. And when the mix of the dance, 12, 1:30, when the dance get hot, you know, a man start play some tune, you know. When you hear tune, I play Skylarking. And a man say, version 2, Sky. Clear, I tell you, man.
Boy, me want to go dance right now.
No,
but
man. Them
trust
dance, one time I carry about 3 uptown girl go dance and say, oh, you don't want to go dance? I say, you know, ready? Yeah, oh. And it's when we reach and the dance turn up. And me a man say, yo. And me a pop up. You see, by the time we reach the car,
Yeah.
then me and the car I duck down already, you know. So all them people that talk about vibes, you have to know if you live the vibes, because them people that live that every day. Just like one of my greatest talk with Tubbies, King Tubbies, Osborne Ruddock, respect to that man there. And Tubbies said, "Why look for me, and I was a little roots man from Chumley Avenue near the Waterhouse, and me build my sound and my dance, ram a curfew place. And Joe Williams, them come and the man who the police come and lock down my dance and say, oh, you disturb the people, you know. And when I look on Joe and say, Joe, look on the man over there. The man is sleeping in the middle of the band, sort of wicked man. To come lock down my dance. You understand? But it's so the man, you ever hear the tune when John would say, one more box of apps.
Yeah,
that means a man don't buy one beer. Man buy box of beer. And the beer are for hot. And the Guinness stout and man sit on their music a play.
Yeah.
When music a play, music a some ratty tune, melodians. Rest Trevor when name them rest in soul. Because Pokey was my boy, you know. Brent Dow, God respect that you when you Brent Dow sing, man. Rivers of Babylon. Remember, you know, Boney M take that tune, you know. Millions worldwide, you know. Top of diamonds, pass the Dutchy, turn into pass the Kutchy, turn into pass the Dutchy. So Jamaican artists and people have done some miraculous things without no credit.
Wow.
Without no credit.
Wow.
And no nothing to them. I mean, Chris Blackwell come in and step the game and turn up Bob thing and
Let me
respect.
put it this way. You see, in a way, the world respect Usain Bolt. Tommy should really get the same respect
Same
like
type of
Usain
respect.
Bolt.
Yeah.
Of
'Cause the
what
legacy is
he
real.
has done musically.
Innovative, man.
Yeah.
Very innovative.
It's not, I'm not talking a joke hype thing, you know. Me talk when any man understand what a circuit board is. And you sit down and can make a bass. You're making almost a 3-fold amplifier, you know. You're making your bass, your mids and your high end, you know. And it's called triumph, you know. So your top end is connected to your steel arm. Your mids connect to your mids and your low end connect. Him separate
subs.
him thing. So when him turn up him amplifier and him balance that line.
Wait, as we covered this earlier, but
Yeah.
growing up in West Kingston, that was a regular thing on weekends, you know. About midday, you start hearing just high frequencies. You know, about 8 o'clock at night, you may hear the mid start coming in a bit.
Things just like get warm up.
Yeah.
Like 10 o'clock at night.
You know, and about 10 p.m. is when you
Just
hear
drop
the,
in.
Yeah, man,
you
chewing the
know, earth
shenko.
shaker.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
You know, you mentioned that. I was watching, I think, the other day with Jamis. And I think he's going to be open, if it's not open yet, a museum with a lot of, because he built some of his stuff too.
Was
Tommy's
Tommy's
assistant.
Yeah. So he's coming up with a museum, and a lot of that stuff, I hope some of that stuff will be in the museum too. I know his wife is, you know, making sure everything goes down, but I think there should be a museum being opened real soon.
Listen,
and I think that'll be a
It's
treasure
over
for the
2
country.
years I'm trying to put together a reggae music hall of fame, because at every cost, our things is never documented. If I tell you, say, all right, when Bob Marley Catch a Fire album come out, right? We went to New York, and God rest Bonnie Clark's soul. Bonnie Clark picked me up, and we are driving the car, and Bonnie Clark said, when you hear Bob Marley new album, you hear that the rotted album here,
That was a Catch a Fire album.
with the lighter where you flick.
Yeah.
And Bonnie has scroll down the tune them, and he say, that cassette him have, you know, 'cause you know them days a cassette. And him say, hear that tune, and the man, pang, krikitang, tung. And I say, Bonnie Clark, how we play that tune, you know?
Oh,
Him say, what? Nah, man. But if you look on Catch a Fire album, you'll never see one
There's no
name.
credits.
It's me, my brother, and Sparrow Martin play that. Sparrow Martin, great drummer, God rest him soul. Still alive, but he was the original drummer for Carlos Malcolm and the Afro-Jamaican rhythm.
Yeah.
I go in Jonestown and pick up Sparrow Martin, Asquith Street. Can tell you, because when we played on the bandwagon around the country, and it was Clancy Eccles, Max Romeo, let the power fall like Ken Boot all them man there. And when we back up Bob Marley on that small axe, tung, 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 and Bob Peter Touch, if I have a video camera, I'll show you that.
Wow.
When them driving a white Oldsmobile, Bob Marley, Peter Touch, and Bunny Waders in and say, big man, I want to come around RJ studio, you know. And they say, yeah, man, we are coming around there. And when me and my brother drive around, them say, but we not a drummer, what the drummer there? And the man say, you know a drummer? I say, well, go to Bermuda, a drummer named Sparrow. I say, go find him. And poor me just start driving. And if any man know Jonestown, it's one car can drive on the road. Don't matter 2 car can pass.
Yeah.
It's turn me off to turn a yard, and man say, big man. Yeah. I'm say, drummer, I'm say, drummer, I'm living another yard up there, you know. Because if you don't holler right, you know, you have problem, you know.
Yeah.
And when me pick up Sparrow and come down with Sparrow and he say, Sparrow, I will do a tune for Bob, and him say, hold on. And Sparrow go in the yard and I say, wait, this man have me out here so long, because I look with about 15, I look behind me, around me. And Sparrow jump in the camera and say, Sparrow, what that man? Sparrow say, ooh, I have to touch my man and get my rub up, you know. You know, Jamaica folklore is not a joke thing, you know.
No joke.
Yeah, man, people believe in them things, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you, and no legend or nothing, and he's not credited for that album. That's we. Wow. And that's to me one of my greatest feelings when we can sit there and play for a Bob Marley album that it's about 1 hour the song play for. Bob don't talk, nobody don't talk. You just have to follow him. You understand me? Peter touch on guitar, Roger picking, me on bass, Para Martin, Bonnie Wells a play percussion, and Bob just a sing.
Wow.
Stir it up. Catch a Fire with a Light album. Thought to play more Bob Marley than me. But people don't know those things about in a circle. But we have never been a press run-out band. You understand? In fact, sometimes we's like the underdog because sometimes a man say, oh, I'm fat boy there, way. But we's like the wheat and the tear. We always there. We always just keep going on little by little. The
legacy is there. The legend is there. There's a mystique to it,
Yeah,
because
man,
you're absolutely right. A lot of people don't know a lot when it comes to, and you know what? Speaking of this, I'm going to drop a joint for these people because I need to ask you a question about not only the song, but the artist. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a nice little conversation with Inner Circle right about now, and trust me, I'm being schooled, and I'm sure you are too. Hope and Linda, big up yourself. Joanna Marie, everybody online right now. Boy, these people loving you. They're not here for me when I'm alone there, and so it's got to be you. But anyway, we'll drop a joint right about now, ladies and gentlemen. Stick and stay with us. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. It is Homegrown.
I say he that keepeth his mouth, you know, they shall belong.
Tenement Yard remix, ladies and gentlemen. Featuring Chronix and Jacob Miller.
I never ask you, nothing when you tell me. I beg you daily to cease and still you keep talking. Me granny tell me from your little babe,
Hawaii Massive, big up on yourself. Thanks for joining.
his mouth shall stay out of problem. It seems like he was carrying dread, so I ain't carrying on. Same out that
Big up the young ones like Chronix right now that's carrying that torch.
Seraphim,
Reggae music needs you.
big informer. Oh, Jay.
When the legends get a stamp of endorsement, you know you're coming right.
Your mouth I go put you in a problem. Whoa. Hey. Oh, Jay.
Jay the front of burner, big up, thanks for joining.
I said your mouth I go put.
Gentlemen, we're just getting my taste a while ago off of Tenement Yard, a big hit, classic. Jacob Miller, of course, did it sometime with Inner Circle, the legendary Jacob Miller. Talk to me a little bit about working with a Jacob Miller. How did that even come to be? Because Jacob Miller already had a career started off. How you get him for coming and be?
Yes and no.
No.
Yeah.
Yes and no. You have
You have to understand Jakes, you know. Jakes is a man, if you put it in the right perspective, you have to really go in the thought and the mind of a Jacob Miller. Always had talent, but he was a personality. You know, Jakes used to get around Kingston. Jakes used to sing like Presley, Elvis Presley on the bus, and entertain on the bus. And nobody charge him no money. So as him come on a man and say, yes, youth man, give me a tune.
Yeah.
But him never do it in a way, it was just a vibes things to Jakes.
Yeah.
You understand me? So, I just said Jake's move. Jake's, he must never evasive. He just always had a positive vibe, but just dealing with people. He's a people person.
See, in the early days, Jackson ended up at Studio One. I can't really tell you what happened because I wasn't there.
Right.
But I know he had something to do with the
Nanny
Nanny
Goat.
Nanny Goat show. You know, well, after that, I guess he drifted away from that and he went in the band world business. And of course, he was good because Jake's here, there was Jake's, what's name? Smokey and
Choke Taylor.
Choke Taylor and one more man, what's name? Desi. Desi was I think
Desmond Young.
Desmond Young. You know, used to work together. Eventually, they kind of move on. Everybody move on. And
Right.
Desi, Jakes, and Smokey try to do a group together, and I don't think it really worked out. You know what I mean? But shortly after that, you know, was when Third World decided to move on and
Right.
No, that's when Cooper,
Yeah.
when we split up, when we basically split up.
yeah.
Because as I said, those days was really the band thing. Because we was, you know, I mean, playing band music and it wasn't, we never got into the original stage of music. So when that happened and that split happened, it was just basically just bouncing around with different set of musicians doing different things and way. So a couple of the shows we play, Jake still come on the back and say, yo, I want to sing, you know, me the best singer, you know. You know, and Jake used to sing like Chai Lights and kind of that falsetto up. Petty by Dolly. Yeah, man.
Very good.
Very good falsetto.
Yeah.
So we say one day, I say, all right, Jake. So say he's a great singer, all right. Check you up on Chelsea Avenue like a Friday even, like about 3 o'clock. It's 15 man Jake's bring with him, you know. Jake's bring a whole band ready for playing, you know, puck up and trombone and I say, Jake's, what you deal with, man? But that's what it was. It was a slight prank.
Yeah.
So it worked out, say, my father was going to migrate to Canada and we had a house around here. So I said, Jakes, we have a little thing for doing, you know, a little show around, a little office party thing, you know. May I come pick you up and we go and rehearse 2 tunes and then we can go do a thing. So when me drive on and me go up on Russell Road now and I pull up and some people are walk and say, yo, where Jacob Miller there? And man say, oh, fat boy. That boy live around, sir, you know. He said, where's round, sir? Man, kiss him teeth. So me turn in the yard now. When me turn in the yard, me I walk and look and walk and look. So me come up by, it's like an extension upon a room, you know. But the window not in there. It have a roof, but no window in there. And a little cot bed thing to the side. But I see like a shirt throw over one of the window. So I go walk up. I see like a man asleep and I say, yo, where Jacob Miller there? And I say, right, Jakes. I say, you ready? I say, all right, hold on. And I'm going to look pipe side, wash him face, clean him teeth, put on the shirt and come with me. So I say, whoa. So my mind, I go up and me and him talk. I say, boy, this youth really don't live nowhere, you know. So being that my father I leave now, I say, Jakes, then you can go and block it till tomorrow after we do a little show and go and hold on. And that's how everything started.
That was it.
He never leave the house.
He came and he didn't leave.
we just was right there because Jake started cook and him is that type of person. Him is not
good
you
vibe.
understand him? Yeah, but him born with him. Jake's is a natural talent. He was born to sing. Jake's just, in other words, that's what him feel and that's what him know. And him could emulate anybody from.
Another little tidbit that a lot of people may not be aware of. Jakes is also Elliot. When I say Elliot, I'm speaking about
Maxi Priest.
Mr. Maxi Elliot.
Oh, really?
Yes, you know.
Relative.
Yeah, I'm his cousin to Maxi Priest.
Oh, really?
Because Jakes is as
Really?
I said, Jakes have cool roots because his father was Sidney Elliot. And
I did not know that.
And he migrated to England.
Wow.
Yeah, so is Maxi Priest is Jacob's cousin.
So the talent strong in that family.
Yeah, it's there.
Strong.
But as I said, with Jakes now, the time just go by, and we just start make music. So there was a man who come and book us to go to San Francisco to back up Toots and the Maytals, Dennis Brown, and one other person. I can't remember who else was on the show. So them say, when you reach Miami, after 1.5, we have to fly 5 hours more. And I say, boys, where this man I can't meet?
It's far.
At the end of the earth, because I don't know them places, you know. Me thinks in New York and Miami, that's what me know.
Yeah.
Me don't know nowhere else.
And where were you guys going?
San Francisco.
Oh, Cali, okay.
Because Toots had a tune named Funky Kingston. It was big in the West Coast.
Yeah.
But we never know nothing about them things there. So when we go there, and we reach the West Coast now and thing, and the man put a 3 day in a place named Winterland, all about 5,000-6,000 people. So I say, I want to do them brother, man. They come put in them big ass place, man. What them people there? So the first show up on Friday, Saturday, little better, but Sunday sold out. So I say, right, and me see the reaction to say, give it to me one time, prop, and the people might go crazy.
Yeah.
And Dennis Brown did the revolution and stuff.
Oh, D Brown was on that show too?
Yeah, man, I go on wicked, man.
Wow.
I forget who the other artist was, I can't remember. So after that, now, Bim Bam Buff, man, every man get the money and cut. So we go to the man and the man say, well, guys, I got some bad news, you know. So we say, what that mean? Man say, can't pay you. I say, what? So how we going to reach home? Say, well, we have a couple of club show line up that we can go and play and go and work all we have to get our money for go home. So we start play 2 little show, play every man tune, a Bob tune, a this man tune. So you know those people say, wait. So what, man, I have no tune. How come they say? So Jake say, you ready? Let's hold 2 cars, let's go. And I said, Jake start make up some tune on the stage.
Wow.
So I saw we find the people that are real and they say, wait. And I saw this thing go. You can't just lick up 2 tune.
Right on the spot.
Yeah, we never have no idea of what is what.
Right,
and
right.
so we start going and realize that, you know, California different because the people them open to. So you find out, say, from one given night, man, from the Grateful Dead. So Jake says, so who them dead man? And not realizing, say, them man is royalty in the town.
Yeah,
so the man start stamping up now. So through that, now the place them start ram up. So quickly by a week, we get all the money now and say, boy, Father, thank you for really having, but we are cut, you know. So when we reach back, the man them say, as Gregor say, as you reach, we say, no, it's true that we're going to start cut some tune.
Yeah.
And so we get inspired now to start. As so Jacob Miller and thing, but in working together, realize that Jacob Miller music, written by everybody, was different from Inner Circle music because we was putting more music in our thing while JS could have go straight to the roots. So that's how
Speaking of that, question, because this has always come up. Is Tenement Yard an Inner Circle song or Jacob Miller song?
You know, then we think
It's the same thing. It's same. Hold on.
No,
Let's put it this way.
man.
Put it this way. A lot of people try to differentiate Inner Circle and Jacob Miller. It's the same thing.
It's one and the same.
It's one and the same. You know,
Clarification, ladies and
one
gentlemen.
second. Let me give you. There's also other names. Fat Man Rhythm Section. Still the same thing. You know what I mean? Because people ask about. We have some dub albums, and they're called Fat Man Rhythm Section. This Fat Man Rhythm Section. That. You know what I mean? People ask about that from time. It's the same Inner Circle.
Same thing.
Same Inner Circle. It's just that we found a way. It's just like the cars nowadays. You build 10 different cars on the same chassis.
Same chassis, yeah.
You know, you call them something different.
Yeah, Michael Jackson,
You know?
the Jacksons.
Jacksons.
You know?
So we found out how we was making our music was more, a little more musical and more leaning to more within the crossover vein. But with Jakes, we could go to the roots of the thing.
Yeah.
Tired for liquid in a bush, tenement
Yeah,
yard. You know,
yeah.
Jolly Joseph. The tune them that we could lick as Jacob.
Right,
So that is one aspect of the band, and then we could do our
genius
crossover tune them.
Right.
Like, for instance, Discipline Child. Look at Discipline Child, which is a big tune in Jamaica. A lot of people marvel at that tune, and that's Jacob singing. So all the vocals was done by Jakes, and all the music was done by us. But we just had different avenues that we went down. It wasn't,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right, I
It
got
wasn't being bam, buff, buff.
I got you. No, it's you know, when we talk music, everybody, and you know, everybody claim to know. So everybody's got a different viewpoint. So I say, you know what, I'm sitting over in a circle. I'm going to ask you. If nobody know, It's got to be you. Now, the thing also, again, when it comes to the music, Jacob Miller is a renowned singer, a renowned personality, a renowned individual. Jacob Miller himself is a legend. But a lot of the bigger commercial hits was with Carlton Coffee, singing lead, the Bad Boys, and you know what I mean? And them kind of tune there. Bands often, and I ask a lot of the questions I do because a lot of upcoming musician and talent watch the program. A lot of bands completely lose their identity and so forth whenever they have to switch lanes. We lost Jacob Miller, tragically and everything there. How do you guys maintain being inner circle all this time, going from a dominant figure like a Jacob Miller and then you have a Carlton Coffee?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because what it shows you is the strength within the band itself to produce these music. You understand me? Because I mean, these songs was written before he came into the band.
Right.
It's like we always have materials waiting that we put together. Because listen, we always had a tendency leaning a little to I wouldn't say rock and roll, but a little more edgier. And because I mean, listen, when we originally go on festivals around the world, sometimes we get booked on festivals where we's the only reggae band.
Right.
So in dealing with that type of audience, first thing you have to know how to entertain that type of audience and how to keep them in the vibe, because it's like the energy of what dancehall push out live is a good energy. Where dancehall go right is that them play the same monotone thing for hour or two. So you move from music into pantomime, because you can't stay, you can't maintain because it's not like Bob, where Bob will give you so much trouble and him dump.
Bob
Versatility.
Give you a show. Him give you him build,
keep it
him
moving.
build, him slow it down, it builds back to a crescendo.
But when a man say, do so. So after I go 30 minutes of that,
You're tired.
you're physically tired because nothing not rest in your ears. But if you live in that vibe and a man will say, hey, and a man jump up in the air and we're fine. Hey, I mean, not yet or not that. You understand me? But I'm just saying that's how Inner Circle did maintain, because we are good producers of music. And we have done that with collaboration. Because look on Chronics with Tenement Yard. I stand up in Jamaica and me watch the crowd. Let me know who me is. And me watch young people and them I go crazy upon it. Dead.
Like it's a brand new.
And then you bounce me and say, blood. I'm say, oh, you see that youth, man? I say, you see? Them never know, say me stand up in there and watch them.
Yeah.
But me laugh to myself and say, oh, look upon that thing. And a lot of people, and me's not a man never afraid to say it, a lot of man say Chronics quicker than them say Inner Circle.
Yeah.
But them don't know what the level we put behind it to make it get to that.
Right.
You understand?
You know, you see, all right, take for example, one thing, I want to go back a little bit earlier when you asked the question, because the essence of it, you know, even when we lost Jakes, first you have to understand, when Jacob was alive, 4 of us lived together under one roof. You know, the Lewis brothers, myself, and Jacob.
Right.
So the core was always there. When we lost Jake, the core remained. The core still remained intact. It's not like we went separate ways and things. So later on, it was easy to keep. Once you have the same core, the same thought, the same process going forward, it was easy to fit somebody in.
Because the lead singer was not the identity. The band was the identity.
Okay. It's like somebody told me, and I don't know how true this is, when Bob died, the Frey said, you don't need a frame because you don't have a picture. Because Bob Marley, you understand
was
me?
the picture.
Was the
Was the
picture.
picture.
But in essence, no man remember that Carly and Family Man and Tyrone was the foundation
of that.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I play bass, and I can tell you, wherever Family Man is, I lift my hat to him. Because if you listen to the innovation of Family Man bass line them, I want some man, check it out. It's not stupid line Family play upon them thing there. And that never come from a man, say Family Man play that, play that.
He
that
came up
came
with them
straight out of Family Man inside.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Boom, dum, 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 dum.
Wow.
But you cannot, but you see, people tend to disrespect the musician because they don't realize it becomes second nature to say, well, why is the singer, is this man? But listen what the Barrett brothers created. Listen the Police, Young T, that's the Barrett brothers. Wow. That's Carly and Family Man, Immolation, Police sold what? 200 million record using their formula.
Gotta respect and honor where it comes from.
Of course. You understand?
It's amazing when we
Carly,
talk about...
God rest him soul.
Yeah.
Family have a little stroke, and I wish God by all means him come back healthy, and you know, nobody know. You just can't just have to say prayers. But the man is an innovator. And from the man born Robbie Shakespeare, another innovator, Black Uhuru, all the millions of hits there. Wow. So people have to look and say to himself, oh, whoa, this reggae thing is not by chance, my brother.
Yeah.
It's what you put in, it's what you get out of it.
Yeah.
You can't just rub the surface and expect that it's going to be bim, 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 bim. It don't work. So you have incubation period, a baby
Things
come
gotta
up.
grow.
Yeah, man.
But it's amazing the ambiguity that comes along with reggae stars too. Now, when I say stars, you see, because you're in the trenches, you're doing the work. You will never verbalize and say stars. But yo, I may have the CD. May I say I'm talking to the stars.
No, but Inner Circle has never been that type of group. We have even upon our heights, even when we are in Germany, and we have to have bodyguard. I tell the man, say, yo, dog, me not love them thing, you know. I don't like it. I don't want a man around me. You understand me? And little people them push off the door.
Yeah.
And
Freedom
people in
gone.
a restaurant and all 30, 40 people out there beat car and
Yeah.
I say, no, sir, that's not me. You know, that don't turn me on. Me not say, boy, I'm Ray and say Ray.
Yeah.
I don't say no, it don't make you feel good to say, boy, people.
But that's not what you're about.
That never get to me. That never get to me. When we play the Water Festival in Sweden, in Switzerland, baby,
Sweden, Stockholm.
And police have a guard doing like some mic. We got
the funniest thing is that it's reduced about 10 years before that. Bob Marley played a place called Gröna Lund in Stockholm, and he had a record crowd for that. After that, nobody played to that crowd. They had to reduce the crowd. Same thing with us. We played the Water Festival. After that, they had to reduce the crowd. So many people were passed out.
Right.
You know,
ridiculous. It
was like packing like 90,000 people.
The fire marshals would have never allowed that in the US.
No, but people was the mad fainting. Listen,
people are passing out, man.
Reggae music.
To come see Inner Circle do what they do.
One thing I respect with reggae music is that, you know, I was with some real prominent people one day, real money, powerful people. And them said to me, what will it take to do? I said, well, reggae music is not something you can buy, my brother. Don't even try to think about it or come buy it or put it there. And one of the wife of the person said to me, say, yeah, it's true. Because man said, oh, I regularly smoke a bag of ganja and weed and rare. And she said, no. Reggae music people know what they want. They have soul.
Yeah.
They have the essence of life. And it teaches something when you leave there. Because what? She going off of a one love, one heart, one destiny. Wow. And when you give somebody food for the soul, it's a different thing from when you give him food for him foot, you know, or chop him hand. You understand? And if you know anything about psychology, it's subliminal.
Right.
Affects people in many ways. When reggae music was roots and Rasta and culture, we never had so much killing in Jamaica. But from it moved to this whole different vibe. It projects a different style of moral and human nature.
It promotes a gangster business.
You know,
and it's quite evident today. It's not something we have to look for, because I always say, whenever roots music, whenever roots and reggae are run thing, because you know the music, the pendulum is there. Sometimes dancehall are run the thing. Sometimes reggae music, roots reggae are run it. Whenever roots reggae is in a good place, when reggae music is what's the mainstay, the country, the climate is in a nice place. Whenever the pendulum shifts, and it's all about, and I'm not persecuting dancehall as a genre, but whenever it shifts to that part, right, then you also see the energy of the masses and so forth switch too. So I say that to say, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because we have to realize that there's power, there's energy in this music, and what we put out there surely will come back to
Word
us.
sound is power, my brother. Word sound is power. You can't talk something and don't expect it now to react. It's going to react, because people is in the air. As Bob says, a natural mystic flowing through the air.
Yes.
And it's not a lie. It's not a lie. Because I tell you, say, for 4 months we beat the road last year. And every other day, every day we're not playing. And me have to have my Bible side of me and my Godhead.
This year.
And me have to have my Godhead side of me and beg God's salvation. Because any given time that crop can drop out of the sky. And him take me
Couple
all
tons
around
flying in the air, huh?
And him take me all around the world. Some places, as I say, me only see with geography. I hear the teacher tell me about it.
It's
and
music,
to stand up, we go to Georgia, in Russia, up on the Black Sea, New Year's Eve night in a freezing temperature. And 78,000 people stand up out there, listen to in a circle. And it's peer police around me. I say, what is little reggae music I do this here? Little reggae, in the freezing cold. Me I say, freezing cold.
Yeah. And I'm out there.
And I'm out there, some people are dancing.
Yeah, nobody told us that it was going to be below zero that night.
So,
Is it
that,
nobody-
and when you
brochure
have,
said nothing
when you have
about
to
that.
drive,
Weren't even prepared for it, man. No coats, no nothing.
when you have
know?
to drive through that and come through the Turkish border at 2 o'clock in the morning, and a man I look upon you some funny way. And a man say, you're saying both reggae music.
Yeah.
And so I say, la 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 la.
You want to hear the funny thing about that? They took these guys inside, and one guy told me, oh, you can just walk right across and go to the border. You know what I mean? So I'm walking out because of take the bus.
Yeah.
They take them inside to do them. They give me back my passport and say, walk across. I walk across. I stood outside for about half an hour, man, freezing. That was crazy, man.
Things we go through for this. But you know what? That being said, let me ask you this. You've seen the highs, you've seen the lows, you've seen corners of the world that many won't with this reggae music, because that's the power of the music. You still love this thing like you've always? You still got that drive, that zeal, that yo, still want to conquer this like you did?
Not really. But what you want to do is maintain. Because you see, what you get to find out is, all right, we have played Summer Jam in Germany, from it was Lorelei. We've been playing it maybe 6-7 times.
Right.
And this year when we played, it was started with 2 other bands, then Richie Stevens, then us, then a band named Soldier, and then Chronics closed it out. And you could see the dips and the fall in the crowd. And when Richie Stevens finished, there was about 6,000-7,000 people out there while I'm setting up, and me look outside and say, all right, I'm going to walk around. And in fact, them draw me and I do a little interview for some German TV, and then I walk, come back. And when me come up on the stage and look out there, so like I see, it's like it just, because them post the times when the band them playing.
Right. So them know when Inner Circle come on.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I could, if I have the picture, I'll show you a picture where it's Poland, some place, I think Diamond's there on the show too.
Oh.
And we take a selfie.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if you see the crowd out there,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Everything, because people might know Sweat and Bad Boy. We also have Rock With You. We also have games people play. And I mean, it's
might tune Black
it's
Roses.
all over the world, especially South America. We're going back to Colombia in February to play this festival. And I mean, to the line up the man have him have going to a stadium.
Wow.
And his roots music, him want reggae music, him have Chronic Spanish Protege, him have We, him have Third World, him have the old and the new.
Colombia.
In Colombia. You understand? So people will know what they know, and they will feel what they feel. You understand me? And all you have to do is keep it real. I mean, the burning, the energy for conquer the world is not really there, because physically it takes a lot out of you. It's not easy. This last tour shake me down, man.
The point is that, you know, as long as you have health, you can perform, you know, I guess we'll do it. But you have to look at it this way. We're not exactly 16 anymore.
Right. 17 and a half.
So, well, I don't want to give any age or whatever, you know. But the point is that
it's just a number, man.
The point is that, you know, at this point too, you have to look at it from that point of view. Are you in good health?
Right. Because it's tedious
to do this, you know. So as I say, if you're in good health to do it, fine. If not,
it's not. This thing is not a game. As I always say, every interview I do, I tell young people who want to maintain, don't hustle it.
Yeah.
Don't hustle it. Because what you start with is what you're going to finish with.
Right.
So if you start with a good product, you're going to finish with a good product. And any form of longevity, sit down and write some good show. If you want to do too raw and too juggling, fine.
Right.
But in the mix, give me 2 good show. Give me
Right.
2 good show. Stay with, make that be a stable. Those 2 good show. You know what I mean? Here comes trouble. Here comes the danger. Him solidify it with certain tune. So
That
those
smile, you know.
So, Jamaica tune there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you this though. I'm so happy with, you know, because we have this time when people complain about the music. I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of them people. I'm in a good place when it comes to reggae right now. I'm loving what's going on. Like you mentioned, the crop of young artists, because they are also having an effect on the others too. Because we know them. They're almost veterans right about now because there's a crop of young artists beneath them coming up. But we talk about commercialism with this music because, you know, something, again, Inner Circle's got some of the most commercial songs out there. You're a roots bunny, I do your thing. And like you said, sometimes you're there and people never recognize it. Yo, that's Ian over there, so that's Roger over there, that's Toto over there. So I'm going to drop something for the masses right about now, which is one of the biggest songs, reggae-wise, that has touched.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
One great thing about us, you know, we can defend it, you know. We went on tour with Barry Salmon. And I would say Barry is a superstar in the diaspora.
Yes.
And you get Trini, you get Bajan, you get Jamaica, and you get everybody come out to Barry Salmon. And when you can stand up in front of a Barry Salmon audience and entertain them and get reaction, it's the closest thing. Because we was in Boston. And I mean, Boston, it wasn't big, but it wasn't small. It was about maybe 3,500 people. Pack out house. And after, you know, when them Yatta and them man, they go on and do them thing and people them say, when Barry's a come, I know who them man here come on the stage here.
The diaspora.
Who them man here. I mean, I know them here. And them writing, you can literally can't touch the people, you know. I'm going to say, oh, this going to be a long night. Get some sneakers, boy. This going to be a rough night.
Yeah.
And when we start turn it on, man, and when the tenement yard lick, man, woman them start lift up all them dress, man, and the rocket them start going out too much, watch you. But because you see, what we have to draw on, as I said, is the energy of the Jacob Miller songs mixed with the blend of our crossover song. Because, as I say, it's the same Inner Circle. It's the same we play upon all the tune them. You understand? All right, another album people have known not about that we play, Israel Vibration. We all got to sing the same song. All that. That's us playing that
That's
whole
you guys
album.
too.
You understand?
We produced that album.
So people
The
can...
entire album.
It may say Tommy Cowan, but we actually produced the album.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you hear that one there.
So people don't know, but we is not as a talky.
Load it up too much.
We make our works
You know, I want to tell you something.
I need you to load it up
I
though.
want to tell you something. People talk about this, and Ian touched it earlier, talking with Clancy. You know, I remember around 76, 77, we got tired of the way shows were being done in Jamaica. You know, everybody was doing Christmas morning, Easter morning shows. So, you know what? Why we don't take this thing outside? Take it to a beach, do something different.
Fort Clarence.
You know, the first show we did, we call it Reggae, Sun and Ting. We did a series of shows. Ting was the sponsor. Reggae, Sun, and Ting. Think about it for a moment.
Right. I get it.
And we did Students' Union. We could not control the gate at Students' Union. There were so many. I don't think Students' Union ever saw that kind of a crowd. Ever.
Wow.
Before or after that. We moved it from there to Fort Clarence Beach. And at least that one we had a little bit more control because we had the masses at the time or the dons at the time as our security.
Right. Can't beat that.
You know, so that was a little bit better controlled.
Yeah.
You know, again, a massive success. Everybody told us it wouldn't work. All the people who were doing shows in Jamaica said, you guys are idiots. What do you think you're doing? It would not work.
Work. And then we took it to Ocherius, and it turned into what? Sunsplash. After we leave it out, it turned to Sunsplash.
The following year it became
It became
Sunsplash.
Reggae Sunsplash.
Wow. So you
So-
guys are the originator. Here and again, I love the humility, man. But if you, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna blast it out them because I just feel like the legends, man. The legends need to get the just
Then
due.
again, if you want to talk something that was massive, that influenced all of Jamaica, was the peace concert. We did all that work, putting the whole of that together.
Really?
Including to go around to check the Dan them and talk to them. And if you look on stage, Bob Marley brought on Mr. Manley and Edward Siaga.
Right.
Look who Jakes brought on. Claude Maxwell, Bucky Marshall.
And we performed before Bob.
yeah.
We brought those guys in.
Yeah. Peace
Which-
Treaty,
and it's definitely
moving
tough to
up.
forget
It's
that
on the
nigga, the Prime
internet.
Minister.
Right.
In fact, if you watch the new documentary on Bob Marley, say Who Shot the Sheriff?
Yeah.
We are the only band that is featured in that. Where you see Jakes and we playing Peace Treaty with all the man them, Bucky Marshall, Claude Massop, everything. That's how deep the roots patched in. We was patched into the community and the so-called roots of Jamaica. But you see, we never said we was a roots band.
Right.
But we was patched in because our plug was via through Jacob Miller, because our music and how we wanted to bring our music, we was not willing to compromise it, to play it in a circle song them, because we want to say we want ID with that. But our personality and how we present the music was strong enough. As I say, Dean Fraser can tell when him blow Discipline Shy. Him play the horns on it for it. And that song sweep the whole of Jamaica. So it's many things that we have done that, as I say, I think you must be the first man that we even get this in depth in to talk to.
Right.
You understand?
I appreciate it.
To this and that. That's what I would say. As I say, we'll do the show down in Winwood, and it's simply as a celebration. That's why we're glad we get the Mighty Diamonds on board, Michael Rose, people that we think is dear to us. You know what I mean? That we look on, that we think has been disregarded. Michael Rose is a great performer.
The legend.
You understand? I'm still don't get him just due. The Mighty Diamonds still don't get them just due, because if you listen to songs that they have made, and then look how musical you take that song, and that song is a massive worldwide hit. You know what I mean? So,
Ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing the flyer on the screen right now. I'm dropping the flyer on the screen right now for the 50th. I mean, for the New Year's Day Reggae Jam. This is January 1st, and I'm gonna go over, like you just mentioned, just added to the bill, Mighty Diamonds. All right, I'm gonna drop two big tunes, and then I'm gonna go into that show that's coming up, because we got to get some information in for this one right about now. BB will have my head if we don't get onto it. You know he don't play. So let me drop them tunes, ladies and gentlemen. This one is, of course, you know what? I don't even have to say nothing. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. It is Homegrown. It don't get no bigger than this, ladies and gentlemen. Bad Boys. I'm talking to the Bad Boys of Reggae. We're freezing, it's almost that time. One thing I know for sure is that this equipment is not running hot tonight.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school.
Thank you so much, everybody across the globe that's logged in right now.
Are you acting
Ghana is in the building. Hawaii, I appreciate y'all. The time difference is vast and you're still hanging out with us.
bad boys?
Soaking up some of this knowledge like I am.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
It's Christmas for me.
Boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? The chuck it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is South Florida. Here, keyword South. It doesn't supposed to feel like this. But I'm going to drop one more joint for you so we can get into this one. And there's a reason I'm dropping this tune for you. All right, check this one out. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. It is Homegrown.
I've been watching you. A la 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 long. A la 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 long, 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 long.
I got my engineer Joey with me.
La 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 long. A la 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 long, long, long. Hey.
You best believe she's going to bill me.
Standing across the room, I saw you smile. I said I wanna talk to you for a little while. But before I make my move, my emotions start running.
Thank you all across the globe.
My tongue gets tied, and that's
This one is Sweat.
I'm looking in your eyes.
You get the gist, you get the gist, you get the gist. And if you don't have the music, make sure you go ahead and get it, all right? This song's up on iTunes, it's on Spotify, Google Play, wherever. So make sure you go ahead and get them till they're done. Like I'd mentioned to you, some of the material is not out there. I am It's Christmas for me. It was a pleasure having you guys sign the CD for me. And like I mentioned to you, I dug this one up too. So, and I checked everywhere. I can't find it nowhere in the iTunes or nothing. So I'm going to ask you all to sign it. Ladies and gentlemen, you think I joke me, I make?
So wait, we're on to Naughty Christmas, man. I'm saying Christmas time, you know.
Well, Naughty Christmas. Oh, I feel you. I get what I do have a Christmas episode, and that is a part of the Christmas episode. I'm going to drop a flyer on the screen right now for the masses because it is really important that we get this in. We're talking about, and even before I get there, 50 years. I said this before, 50 years of music. Some 50 years and on a joke thing. On January 1st, there's going to be the New Year's Day Reggae Jam, right? And this one, the lineup is crazy. The legendary Michael Rose of Black Uhuru will be there, partying alongside Inner Circle, all right? Joe Mercer Marley. I was at the Taurus Rally show the other day. Joe Mercer came out, did an excellent job. So the young next generation of Marley's coming up and they're doing their thing. Joe Mercer is going to be there. I'm not putting no pressure on Joe's head, but normally when Joe Mercer comes, he brings some people with him. So come out, you're going to get some extras with that too. We have right here, Lunch Money Lewis is going to be there too. I've been hearing good things. So I really want to check him out. Mighty Diamonds was just added.
Yeah, but you know who Lunch Money Lewis is?
Yeah.
That's son.
That's his son, right?
Yeah.
So, and I've been hearing that he's doing his things. I'm definitely gonna be out there. And guess what I love about events like this now? It's a family event.
Just
Everybody
to give you
can
some
come.
history, he has written songs with some of the biggest people in the business. Gwen Stefani.
What?
Nicki Minaj.
What?
Yeah. He's
when you talk to him?
Katy Perry.
He's inside. Let's call him up.
If you look, they can look him up. Google him. Lunch Money Lewis. He got a song named Bills. Was #1 all over Europe, Germany, France, Italy, Spain.
Wow.
Everywhere. But as I show you how diverse he's good. He's doing his thing in the pop and the rap vein.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? He throw a little reggae vibes in it, but, you know, him find him own road and him find himself.
Right.
I mean, I can't knock that as long as him doing it proper.
As long as I'm true to him.
Yeah, it will work. You understand me? And those are the things what people have to understand that, you know what I mean? Too much of one thing can't good. You have to mix it and mash it and blend it and, you know what I mean? And come up with something that's so different and new.
Captivate the audience.
And that's where it got to be. That's why we say we're just celebrating. We're in celebration mode. With a nice 50-year party. Some of the original members of Inner Circle came by. It was an Inner Circle and a Third World Jam. Different people sing different. I mean, the rain came down a little, but you know what I mean?
Blessings.
We invited like 200-300 of people, our personal friends. Almost 600 people was there. We didn't even know where them came. Well, the Minister of Culture came up and she blessed it. Tommy Cohen, Carlene Davis, you know, Dr. Charlie Roberts, the doctor for the Reggae Boys and all that. Nice people, very influential people. And then to top it off, international star world renowned Pitbull came by and pays respects. I mean, we got shout out from DJ Khaled, we got shout out from Fat Joe. All the major people in the industry gave us shout out. So we're just giving thanks because
well deserved.
That's all they can do right now and just, you know what I mean? But January 1st, the Reggae Jam is going to be just a celebration with good friends and good people and, you know, it's roots and culture and, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to make it because we're going to also highlight the young side of it because I don't know if Habibi tell you, we're going to have a bad boy teen idol.
Really?
Because some kids posted that thing on the internet of like 3 or 4 different little kids like doing like a karaoke to bad boys on the TV and it was, that kind of gave us inspiration because they was acting like real crazy.
I love
you know?
it.
So we're just saying, hey, you know, we're starting from about 2 o'clock right through till 1 o'clock. So music and fun and
January 1st.
everything that's good. You know, just pray we get a sunny day.
All right, I'm put a call in. You know what I mean? I got connections like that.
We're begging the Father for that.
You know, the Father will bless us with that one. And Daniel Sky is going to be there too. The Rice Brothers is going to be there. Papaya is going to be there. It is a family event. I got to harp on that. So guess what? You know what I mean? Bring the wife, bring the kids, bring the grandkids, bring whomever. It's going to be a vibes. Inner Circle's a part of it, so you don't know it's going to be nice.
No cursing, so we don't have to put up the X sign. No cursing.
None
it's
of
going to be good vibes, good cultural reggae music. Which,
Just ringing the new year with a very good family.
well, the new year going to start already, but we are saying walk good. You know what I mean?
Good. But if that's how you're starting off on the first, then your day gotta go right. You know, and the tickets are available on Eventbrite. Make sure you go ahead and link it up right now. Don't get it twisted. It is gonna get sold out, so you gotta get yours ASAP. All right, ASAP. We just got a picture painted.
At this rate, it will be sold out.
It will be sold out. And of course, you know, it's an inner circle thing, so we have people coming in from near and far. So the community come out because you're going to have people come from all over, take up the hotel space, them, the parking space, them, the rent a car them. They got to come out. So they're buying tickets, and you know how travelers do. They buy tickets in advance. So if you want to get yours and want to be a part of the thing, make sure. For general info, you can contact innercirclemp3@gmail.com. It's innercirclemp3@gmail.com, or call 305-773-4720. Again, it's 305-773-4720. All right? I would say drop some social media information, but just like I did, just look up Inner Circle. You can't go wrong. You know what I mean? Now, I always want to find out this from every artist, not just the legends, but every artist. At the end of the day, we make this music, I will make it out of love, we make it out of passion, but what is it that you want people to take away? If you decided tomorrow to go off to Hawaii, hang it up and go chill out, right? What do you want them to say about Inner Circle?
Simple, man. That we just kept it real. Never tried to be hype in nobody's face. Never tried to be what we're not. You know what I mean? We just thankful for the mercies that God has placed upon us, that we could travel the world and still be in one place and come back safe. And that's all it is. Everybody wants this star on the walk of fame. That don't hold me. That don't hold me. All I love, for me personally, all I love a little more accolades come on Jacob Miller. Because socially in Jamaica, I think Jacob Miller influenced so much things socially. Because the term under every manners was Jacob Miller terminology. And I don't think him get the just due that people really, you know, that him should get for the works and the thing that, you know, the great job that Jakes did, going and singing in the prisons, doing so much things in the ghetto, dealing with people. You never really get the, you know, everybody getting all that distinction and all them. Them say I give Jakes, some people even give we. They don't fuss about that.
Right.
But Jacob Miller, man should respect him for that. That. You know, and that song, that was me and Toto really write that song. I was born a disciplined child. Never know I got so wild. That to me is the expression of ghetto living. Because without education, we don't really have nothing.
Right.
And that is a thing we used to love to stress. Because I love the people text the Minister of Culture and tell us Jamaica we need a reggae hall of fame. We need all the great men, the Tom McCook, the Lloyd Brivets, the Lloyd Nibs. These men need to be documented. Yeah. The Castan Farmer Barrett, Carly Barrett, these men, Jerry, you know, Rod Bryan, and a man a lot of people don't know about, Ranchi McLean, who plays some of the wickedest bass line and guitar line. And nobody don't know who Ranchi is. These men do great works, and even them family, even them daughter, even them sons should hold themselves proud.
Yeah.
You understand? I say, boy, my father, you know, was a great man that played some great music. Lynn Tate, him invented jam back, check. And my thing is a little joke riff, but the riff they've been emulated by Johnny Nash. Ernest Ranglin. Mr. Ranglin, incredible musician. You know, I don't know why the people don't open their eyes. These we need a reggae hall of fame. I've been working on it for about 2 years. Sometimes I get depressed, but I still pushing. And that is one of my burning things that I love. See it build up in my lifetime. It build up and people visiting it from Japan and all over the world and knowing the names of the people that did create it. Wow. That did create the riff them and the bass line them that people dancing to all now and don't even know that you know, I take the benchmark and mark when Jay-Z can do over our song Tenement Yard. Wow. Jay-Z, and he asked Junior Gang what him say. Him come to Junior Gang and said, this is what I want from a hook line. Dreadlocks can't, Junior Gang flip it and say, gangster can't live in a tenement yard. Now, does he know what a tenement yard is? Obviously, he know what it is. That's why I want to use the line. So, You know what I mean? Those are the things that, you know what I mean, I want to remember in a circle. That we stick to our guns, all our corner, and do our thing. When there was no rah-rah, no hey.
I remember when Sweat first became a hit, a lot of Jamaican musicians came to me and says, man, I really like the fact that you guys stuck to real reggae instead of making some kind of semi-hip-hop, whatever. I mean, and that was your peers actually coming to you and saying that, you know what I mean? That meant a lot to me.
It's always great to be recognized by your peers. And the crazy thing about it, and I keep saying this, yes, we have our legends, and whenever we say legend, we always have the same names that we repeat over and over. But even as a band, as a musician myself going out there, I think the most covered song I've ever heard in my life, I've never sung a Bob, much respect to Bob, but I've never gone anywhere and pick up a mic and sing a Bob song yet. But I sang the hell out of Sweat. You know, I've never gone to a country. If you go to a hotel and there's a band there, if they don't know nothing, they don't Sweat.
But listen to me. When you are 17 weeks in one country, number one, Germany, 17 weeks, we stay at number one. When we went back to Germany and did the chart show thing over there, we was one of the few bands that them interview. And I sit on a chair there, and the wind up, the man was wind up like him, I said, dreadlocks and negative connotation with certain things. I'm say, listen, one thing I can tell about Jamaica, my brother. Jamaica is a country that loves people. And if that was a sounding on in Jamaica, it happened a long time ago. But you see, social media, as I say, can make you or break you. And I think they have harped on that point too long on the social media, trying to beat up Jamaican thing. And the music bigger than that and past that. So to try and put certain musicians in one pot and cook them, don't do that. You understand me? And that's what I find out. Because when you come as I wouldn't say anti-success, but you don't look like you should be. You understand me? Because if we would look at certain way of Sweat, it even got quadruple bigger than that. You understand me?
Yep.
But we was a reggae band with a mega pop hit.
Yeah.
A reggae band with a mega pop hit. You know what I mean? Not to say, I mean, Bob, well, I want to love you.
As the man said, and to put in plain words, you know, if we were of a certain persuasion, you know, the record would be 3 times as big.
As it is.
You know.
And it's already mega. So it would. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Right, you know.
So, he's a messenger. He's a messenger.
The thing, here's what I call that song, right? That song is a savior show song, right? So if you go to a place and the banner clock it and nobody now move, break glass in case of emergency. Broke it and draw off a Sweat, and you save the team.
Well, I think on that note,
ladies and gentlemen, it is G. Cole, it is Homegrown, it is Inner Circle. And on behalf of my listeners, on behalf of myself, I am so appreciative. Thank you so much for spending your time out here in the freezing cold. It's amazing I'm in South Florida saying words like freezing cold. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you. And there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. It has indeed been a pleasure. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Homegrown with G. Cole, available on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts on. All right, I'm going a little fast because we're freezing. I'll go to the website, homegrownwithgcole.com, to listen for all things Homegrown. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, be safe, be kind, be good to each other. My name is G. Cole, and this is Homegrown.
Química esta música, Homegrown with G. Cole.
Estás escuchando Homegrown con G. Cole.
您现在正在收听的是 Homegrown with G. Cole.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole.